Hey guys, in today's video we will continue to see the story called The Legend of Super Saiyan Dragon. After Goku is taken by Shenron to a world of dragons, Goku will have to face new enemies and challenges, in addition to discovering more about himself and his ancestors with his new transformation, the Super Saiyan Dragon. But before we start watching this amazing story, you shouldn't forget to hit the like button and comment on the story. Well, if you've already done that, then grab your popcorn bucket and your soda and let's follow this new story. In the Dragon World. Currently in the Dragon World, it was possible to see Goku in his dragon form facing Hiko in his God of Winds form, and now the two will start the real battle between them. Hiko says, "I hope you don't dive too fast, because now I activated my divine form. I will only be able to calm down after a few days, or if I get knocked out," said the God of Winds, giving the warning about the state of his power to Son Goku, who was smiling. Goku said, "Interesting, because I have no idea how I'm going to get back to normal now that I'm in this dragon form. And I should also warn you that this power looks like the power of a Super Saiyan, but only much stronger," Goku said excitedly while looking at the God of Winds, who smiled just like Goku. Then in a magic pass, the two warriors disappeared and reappeared, making the first punch exchange, which, due to the collision of both blows, the floor of the place ended up creating several cracks, and with that, ended up destroying the rest of the place where both, so the two separated soon. Hiko created a sphere made of wind and shot it at Goku, who did something similar, collecting energy and air inside his lungs, and then fired a blast of dark blue flames that came out of his mouth at the moment in time. The attacks collided, creating a large explosion. Because of Goku and Hiko's attack, it ended up creating a lot of smoke, and soon two auras came out of the smoke screen, one of which was dark blue and the other was light green. Those auras were of Goku and the other of Hiko, being Goku's south dark and Hiko's light green. Both auras were heading towards the heavens until the auras stopped in the sky and suddenly advanced towards each other. In this way, the two collided, causing great pressure in the air, something that caused a great noise. Soon it was possible to see both warriors flying across the world of dragons as they clashed in midair. During the journey of both warriors flying all over the dragon world, they ended up destroying some small islands and destroying some mountains all over the world. And just after a few minutes, when both warriors were facing each other, they both ended up landing on an island much larger than the others. Over here, there was a dragon watching their gaze. Did it belong to white dragons, or snow, or ice dragons? Hiko said, "Wow, I must admit that your power is much greater than I expected. And even though I'm already using my divine power, you're still standing, and you have a few injuries on your body, which is amazing," said the god as he looked at Goku, who had small cuts and some bruises all over the blue dragon's body. Goku said, "I must say the same thing. You're really strong, and it just gets me excited, really excited. Even though I used all my power and hit you several times, you have few wounds on your body," said Goku while looking at the god in front of him, who also had a few wounds on his body. Hiko said, "This fight of ours was a lot of fun, but it should end now." The god spoke, releasing even more of his power, making small green cracks in his skin, which started to attract a lot of wind. Goku said, "So it looks like I'll have to raise my power above my limit. So let's go with everything we've got at once," spoke Goku, releasing even more of his power, making his scales shine even more, as well as making sparks of electricity come out of his body. Soon the auras of Goku and Hiko were so high that it ended up that both auras together were able to make the climate of the place change, and the clouds of the place that were golden turned black, and lightning started to fall all over the land, and where these lightning or thunder fell, it destroyed the site, causing a small crater on the site. After a few seconds, Goku and Hiko finally stopped raising their power. They both stared at each other for a few seconds before their auras died. Their bodies and then the two warriors advanced towards each other. Hiko, the moment he got close to Goku, he tried to punch the dragon in the face, but Goku, being faster, dodged to the side and didn't receive Hiko's punch. Goku, seeing that small chance, punched Hiko in the face that ended up not dodging, and that way he ended up getting a full punch on the right side of his face. And soon the God of Winds was thrown away, but soon the same if recovered and again advanced towards Goku, who tried to land a kick in Hiko's face, who deflected, lowering his body, and then placed the palm of his hand on Goku's abdomen, and soon he released a blast of green energy mixed with wind, making the dragon fly away. But soon Goku, using his wings, managed to stabilize himself in the air. returns flying at high speed towards Hiko, making his ki wrap around his body. That soon crashed into Hiko, who had to block Goku's attack, making an X with his arms to try to soften the blow. Because of the attack, Hiko ended up being thrown against a mountain and crossing it because of the impact of Goku's attack. Goku said, "This attack of mine now must have hurt him a lot. My energy is already running out, so I have to finish him off as soon as possible, because I don't know how long I'll be able to stay in battle," said the dragon, very panting as smoke came out of his body because of the exhaustion that Goku was accumulating. Hiko said, "Enough," screamed the god, rising up from the wreckage of the place he had been thrown by Goku's attack. Hiko said, "I am tired of this shit fight. I am a god, and I will not be killed by a mere shit dragon. It will be me who will kill you, and that will be now," shouted the god of winds in an act of pure fury as he released a lot of energy and prepared to make his final attack. Goku said, "Looks like this will be the final attack, doesn't it? If that's how you want it, then I'll do the same," screamed Goku, releasing the rest of his energy in his body. Now with the other dragons. In the sky above, it was possible to see all 7 white dragons together with Shenron, who didn't stop for a moment to observe Goku's battle against Hiko, and they all knew that now would be the final attack. Su Shenron said, "Looks like this will be their final attack, doesn't it?" The 4-star dragon spoke while looking at Goku and Hiko. San Shenron said, "From what I can see, yes, this will be the final blow for both." U Shenron said, "Does he have enough energy to defeat that guy? Because from what I'm seeing, he will be defeated, as he has no energy left in his body," the dragon said while looking at Goku, who was accumulating the little amount of energy in his body. Now with Goku. Now finally both Goku and Hiko had gathered all their strength to make their final attack. The amount of energy that Hiko had gathered had created a huge glowing green tornado of wind, and Goku's had created a Shenron-like dragon made purely of draconic energy. Hiko spoke. "Before you die, tell me your name, dragon," the god spoke as he finished gathering his energy. Son Goku said, "My name is Goku, and I will be the one who will bring ruin to the gods to protect my friends and my family," spoke Goku as he finishes gathering his draconic energy. Hiko said, "So, Son Goku, you will have the honor of dying by my hand. Die by the hands of Hiko, the god of the wind." The god has now spoken with all his might gathered. Hiko said, "Divine Torrent," screamed the god, launching his strongest attack on Goku, being a kind of gale that destroyed everything it touched. Goku said, "Wave of Draconic Destruction," screamed Goku, releasing his attack that had the appearance of a gigantic blue dragon that met Hiko's attack. Soon the 2 attacks ended up clashing, and because Goku had a lower amount of energy, Hiko with his attack was dominating Goku, until Goku felt someone's hand on his back. It was Li Shenron. Li Shenron said, "You really are pathetic, losing to a low-level god like that, but you still can't die, and so I'm going to give you a small amount of my energy. So finish this idiot off once and for all," said the 1-star dragon, transmitting its draconic energy to Goku. Goku, the moment he felt the draconic energy enter his body, he felt stronger than ever, and with a roar, Goku released even more energy, making the energy dragon increase in size, and of course increasing its power. Thus the attack of Hiko began to be overwhelmed by Goku's attack. Hiko thought, "No, I'm really going to lose to this guy? So this is where I'll die. What the hell? Soon I would reach the top and become the next supreme god of the wind. I'll now be killed by this damn dragon," thought the god as he looked at Goku's attack that was getting closer and closer to him. Hiko said, "Damn, Son Goku," screamed the god once and for all as he was engulfed by Goku's attack, thus killing him once and for all, with not even the wind god's bones left after the attack was finished. In this way, Goku ended up winning his first battle against a god, and after the battle, Goku fell in a faint and soon returned to his human form without any characteristics of a blue dragon. We've reached the end of yet another video today, so for those who like the content of this channel, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to leave your comment, which is something very important for the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.